We're going to do a very basic, simple tuition really on splicing, lead core or lead-free leaders. Gardner Tackle offer pre-made lead core leaders and pre-made lead-free leaders. They also do lead-free Camflex, which they also do in lead core version, which has the lead through the middle, and the Plummet, the original old school lead core. Both of these can be spliced with a splicing needle, and the technique for splicing lead-free and lead core are the same technique. I'm going to show you how I splice them. Take about 6 inches off the spool. I'm using the lead-free Camflex to show you, but either's the same. Gardner splicing needle. I'd probably try and insert the needle 4 inches down. Put the latching part of the needle back. Hook it into the material, the end of the needle, and slide the material down the splicing needle. I always go right to the bottom so I can get as much on the splice as I can to make it as strong as it can be. Then you pull the needle out of the material and slide the material down, leaving this end open. You take the end of the lead core and hook into the tip of the needle. I always do it probably 5mm back from the end because it can fray, whatever material you use. Now, the latching needle folds back over as you slide the material on the needle back over onto the existing material. A little bit of manipulation. Keep going. And then you will get the dead end come out the bottom of the splice. I like to use arm nut drill. Very simple. Hook the loop onto the nut drill. Pull the dead end tight as you can, and that gives you a nice equal loop. So all my loops are the same. Slide that off of there. And then with the dead end, just pull it out slightly and cut it back. Once again using the needle, give that a little pull. That is super strong. Then what I do is take our rig glue pen, undo that. This one's ready to go. Literally where the material leaves the lead core from the splice, I will probably glue 10cm area there just to stop it. It won't slip anyway. It's peace of mind. It's like double security, like so. And then I'll hang that up and let that dry once I've spliced the other end of the material. You can cut it 2 inches, 4 inches, 6 inches, 20 inches, 2 foot, however long you want to go. The world's your oyster essentially. But yeah, it's the same whether you're splicing the lead-free or the lead core itself. The technique's the same. This is the Plummet lead core, which only comes in lead core version, not lead-free. It's the same for splicing. Different attributes slightly to the Camflex. It's darker in colour and it's thinner in diameter. Very old school, been around for a long time. I'm going to show you how to splice the lead core. Take a length. I always leave it in the spool when I do the first end. Slide the outer down, probably take out 4 or 5 inches of inner lead core, cut that off. Then you will get a supple piece. The lead inner here is stiff and the piece without the lead is supple. You want to insert the needle as close to the end of the lead as you can. Almost fold it back so you can see where to go in. Tuck the needle in and slide the material over the latching part of the needle down to the main body of the needle. Again, break that there and slide down so you've got an inch, well, the length of the needle really, but it looks like an inch when you push it down onto the needle. Take the end of the leg core, hook it in about 5mm from the end, because it does fray when you splice. If you go too close to the end, it will just pull it free. It's always the same with whatever you use. Slowly push it back up. The latching needle closes. That works the material up there. Nut drill into the loop. Pull the dead end out the bottom of the leg core. Slide that down onto the nut drill. The nut drill's all I use because you get a uniform loop. It's the same all the time. You don't have to use a nut drill. You could have a bigger loop if you want, or a smaller loop. That's just how I've always done it. Pull that tight. Just pull the dead end out slightly. Cut that back. Pull that tight. The dead end just disappears in, so you're left with nothing sticking out, nice and smooth. Then where the break is, where you've pulled the needle out from, a little bit of our rig glue. Like to glue probably 10mm. It's just a fail-safe really. Some people do, some people don't. I like it. It's a fail-safe. An added extra, stops the leg core moving. Not that it will move anyway. It's just an extra. And then I'd take whatever length I require off, do the same to the other end, and then I'd hang that up, just let the glue dry for 10 minutes, and away you go.